Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to finish up Honey Grayscale coloring page. She is available in my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that down in the description box below. So we're gonna do, we're gonna start by putting down some gelatos. This one is Aqua Dolce, and it's getting a little low. It's time for me to place an order through Dick Blick. That's where I buy mine open stock here in the United States. And thank goodness for that. So I keep a little note on my phone with the running order of everything that I need so that I can place a big enough order to get free shipping, because I hate paying shipping, especially when you're used to having like Amazon Prime and never having to pay shipping. Paying shipping is not fun. So anyway, that's what I do. I just kind of keep my running list of things that I need and then order everything at one time. So, okay. That's it. I'm going to use my smallest short bristle stencil brush. There's also a link to that in the description box down below. And I will also be using Jade Green and White. Those two are very similar when placed on the page to this Gelatos, to this color, so that I don't have to worry about getting too close to the honeycomb. So I fully realize that this page with this particular color kind of has a spring vibe, and that's okay. Like I said, in the southern hemisphere, spring is on its way, so there you go. And I also moved my lights off from beating down hard on my page, and I think that that's going to give you a more accurate look, a more accurate representation of what the page actually looks like. At the end of all the videos, I always go take a photo of it outside in natural light and try and get, you know, a good representation of what each page actually looks like. Sometimes it's not perfect, depending on if we're having a supremely cloudy day that day or something, but anyway, so this looks to me like it's probably pretty accurate. Some of the previous videos, when I looked back at them, she kind of looked washed out, but I think that this is pretty close. Hopefully it is. I'll know when I go to edit. So I would say that the Aqua Dolce color in the batch that I have is probably the creamiest of all of my colors. Sometimes some of them tend to be a little bit crumbly. They still work the same, but it's kind of nice when they're not crumbly like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move my page just to make it easier for me to work on. And I know that this part probably isn't super exciting because you guys have seen me do this all before, but we'll just let it run. So far, I'm not having any problem getting right up along the edge of that honeycomb, so it may be in here that I need that colored pencil more. Probably in around the B, I think I'll, you know, his legs, I think I'll try and do that with the pencil. The jade was not what I was expecting to use and work with this, but when I laid it down on top, it was the closest color that I had. Especially if I blend it with some white, I think it'll be just fine. So my color is picking up some of the green from that flower, which doesn't bother me. I actually kind of like it. Sometimes when stuff like that happens, it makes me go, ooh, I'm going to add some green in here because I really like the way that looks. I do tend to prefer backgrounds that have multi colors in them, but I think for this one, I like the simplicity of the single color. All right, let me put a little bit more right in there. And then I think I'll switch to the pencil. For some reason, it's not taking very strongly on this edge. I don't know why. All right. So I'm going to take my Jade Green and very lightly, we're not putting a lot of pressure on here, and then I'm going to blend it with white. Thankfully, so far, I have had really good luck finding colored pencils that match the Gelatos so that I can get into these teeny tiny little areas. But can you imagine how long it would have taken to do this whole background in color pencil? I love to have backgrounds on my pages, but I do not have the patience to just, you know, color with a color pencil. That just gets to be a little bit too much for me. I did it in the beginning. In fact, I did some backgrounds where I blended with color pencil and then blended with mineral spirits. And those worked out pretty well, but oh my goodness, when I think about the amount of time that I used to spend, it was just too much. So thank goodness for Gelatos. And to be honest, I tried some of the other gel crayon. Well, I shouldn't say some. I tried one of the other gel crayon brands that a lot of people were using. And I did not like them. I found them to be way too translucent, like barely even putting any color down, which if that's, you know, what you want, if that's the look that you want, then that's fine. But for me, the extra money is worth it. Get this. So on my original piece, I used gold leaf, and I painted it all on the hexagons. We are not doing that again for this one. That was a pain. So we're going to paint with the metallic gold watercolors. All right. I would say colored background is done. By the way, I did go in and remove that little dark spot on the coloring pages, so you guys won't have to deal with that. It is kind of nice to be able to do these coloring videos before the Etsy page actually goes live, because I can fix anything that is a glaring problem before you guys get it. So that's nice. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to shut off the camera and get out my watercolors. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this on an angle or not. I'll try painting on an angle, and if I'm just having a really hard time, then I might just, I don't know, we'll figure that out when that time comes. So I'll be right back. Okay, so these are my watercolors, and they are by KJDesignByKaren at Etsy.com. Handmade with Love, I think is the, well, I don't know. Anyway, I'll put a link to her down in the description box below. And then usually what I do is that I don't know if you guys are going to get these specific ones, but usually what I do is I pull the card out that she's attached with a magnet, and I just spray the tiniest little bit of water in the lid so that I have that to use. And again, I'm using the smallest amount of water that I can use and get the paint flowing. And then it's really just painting. If you don't want to do this, you can use a you could use a gel pen or any kind of marker that you want. I tried a metallic gold marker and did not like the look. It did not have the metallic look that I wanted. Yes, it was kind of a gold color, but it certainly wasn't metallic. So this was my best option, because I would have to paint over everything if I did gold leaf, only I have much more control here. And actually, I'm thinking I might break out the Wink of Stella, if I can remember, and put it on the bees wings. So there's really nothing like fabulous for you to see here. This is all this is all I'm doing. And I don't have any fabulous words of wisdom or cool tips for you. So I might just break and come back after I get all this done, because really I'm not doing anything that you need to learn. So I think I will do that. I'm just going to continue on here doing exactly what I'm doing. Use as little water as you possibly can, just enough to make the paint, you know, paint off the brush, move off the brush. And when I get finished, I'll come back and we'll work on the inside of the honeycomb. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to do random ones, and we'll see how it looks. So I will be back in just a flash. Alrighty, so that is what we've got going on. So it's all pretty and sparkly. And like I said, I'm going to just do some random cells with some pencil. So we'll see how that turns out. Where's my white? I swear I misplace pencils way too often. Okay, so I'm going to try these colors. So I've got white, I've got sand, yellow ochre, and light umber. So we'll see how that looks. So I'm going to start with the sand, and I'm going to start on the outer edge, and I'm going to work my way in. I want the center to be the lightest. So I looked at, you know, a lot of honeycomb pictures, and honeycomb is actually quite dark when it's all full of cells and full of honey and all that. And I just didn't think that that was the look that I wanted for this page. But I did want something other than just the plain honeycomb, and I wanted some contrast between that and the background, rather than just having it all be, you know, colored with the gelatos and the gold. So this is what I came up with, and I'm pretty happy with it. And then light umber. And then I think I'll blend with the sand. And then white. And that's pretty much it. And I'm just going to go around and pick some cells. like starting with the lighter and working my way darker. So the light goes in the furthest in. And then when I do the yellow ochre, I don't go in quite as far. Alrighty, we'll just keep going like that. I'm trying to pick random squares so that they don't look too dotty. Can be, sometimes it's really easy and sometimes it's a bit more of a challenge. So we're going to put some that are beside each other. Not everything is going to be separated by a white square. And then depending on how it looks, I might fill in some more with a light yellow, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to start out doing it the way I did the first one, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's do some, what is this? The sand. Some of these I'm thinking some of these I'm not going to put the darker colors in. So we'll see. With white. Let's do another one like that. Do that up here. Some in here. And light umber. That other one was the yellow ochre. Sand. Yellow ochre. And light umber. Blend with the sand. White. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. All right, let's do a single light. My fan is making crazy noises. Every once in a while, it seems like it gets a little bit louder than it was before. I have to look up and make sure it's not going to fall off my ceiling. All right, let's do another one here. I think I want to keep going. I think actually I want another, I think I want to add some dark to this one. Okay, I think it needs a couple more and then it'll be done. On my, on the other one, the hexagons, what word am I trying to think of? The honeycomb was a lot thicker. The lines all around the honeycomb was a lot thicker, and therefore it was quite a bit darker. So I kind of feel like it needs a few more dark ones, because I don't want don't want it to be too light. I want to have some color going on up here. So, I don't know how many of you are actually watching this video, but for those of you that that buy my pages, because I'm new, if there are things about them that bother you, in any type, where you get the page and you go, oh, this page would be perfect if only blah, blah, blah. Would you reach out to me, whether it's, you know, in a private message on Facebook or on IG, you could do it. And just give me your thoughts on what I can do to improve. I always want to improve on things if I can, and if it's something that I can't or won't, I'll tell you. But I would love to know if there are things that you wish were different, or if you've never bought a page and want to tell me why. I'm happy to listen to that too. Yeah, because I always want to get better at what I'm doing, and I can't know if I'm doing anything wrong unless you tell me. Okay, let's do a dark one right up top there. And I think we might be close to being done. Oh, sand. I just want to blend with the lighter color. All right, let's see if I can zoom. So there we have it. I kind of think that the biggest issue really is the darkness of the thicker lines that I had originally. So I think this is going to be my last one though. I don't want all of them to be colored in. I kind of like the mix, so I'll do this one and call it good. Alrighty. I think I'm done. The only thing I might do right here, it feels like that's just not dark enough. So I'm going to pull out some gray. Okay, I don't know what, something's touching. Hang on. I can always tell when there's things touching that aren't supposed to because my camera starts shaking. I'm not sure what it is. Bear with me for a sec. Might just be my cord, which is just, it just boggles my mind that the table moving will shake my camera if the cord is touching. It's just crazy, but it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm pretty happy with this, but I will tell you that I'm seriously considering adding another branch, another leaf. These aren't really, are they leaves? Yeah, they're leaves. Okay, so this is gonna come down. I don't know why, but I felt like it needed something. I think this will help make this flower stand out a little bit better. That was Prussian. This is lime peel. Just like that. I like it a little bit better. Alrighty. I'm gonna take this away and see if maybe the stuff shows up better. This is chartreuse. Okay, cool beans. I'm gonna call this done. So there she is. I hope you enjoyed the videos and enjoyed coloring her. Oh, wait, hold that thought for 1 second. I want to do one more thing. Get the light back on here. This is Wink of Stella. And Wink of Stella is this wonderful brush-on glitter pen. And it's so subtle, you may not even be able to see it, and it might not show up in on a photo either. But when the page is being looked at from an angle, you get this pretty little glitter. Right now it's still wet, so it's actually super shiny. The shine goes away, and then all you have is just this little bit of glitter on the bees wings. So, all right, that's a wrap. I've got fall coloring pages coming up over the next few weeks, and some things I hope you'll really like. So until I see you then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Love to you all. Happy coloring. Bye-bye.